can't sing that right now. My voice is too. It was in my head, but it wasn't in my throat. Huh? Was that crazy? was that absolutely out of control? Do I have another song on my heart, Sweethaht? No. Oh. I got nothing. Rain on me. Lord, won't you take this pain from me? That's all I got. How we looking? How we doing? Good morning to the people. Good morning to the people. You know what's Sweethaht? Let's go ahead and are we live on Instagram? Yeah, we live. Let's go ahead and get it popping. Go ahead and start the show, Sweethaht. Let's get it going. Good morning, and good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Wake and Bake with BeMo. Yeah. This is your chance to get abreast on all the new blueprints of what's going on in blackness, through blackness, to blackness, towards blackness, from blackness, in blackness, around blackness, and all the other preparations of blackness, all right? But before we get started, let's make sure we're saying good morning to the pink of my black hoodie, okay? Let's say of my stuttering heart. Let's say good morning to the lady of the house. Good morning, lady of the house.
Hey, good morning.
How you feeling?
I'm cool. How you feel?
I'm okay as I slowly watch people just accept fascism and the death of a dying star, I suppose. What else are we supposed to do when a supernova is about to happen? Just let the universe explode. Kapow! Welcome back to another episode of Wake and Bake with BeMo. This morning, as always, we're being brought to you by the good folks at the Washington Informer Bridge, WIBridgeDC.com or WIBridgeDC on all social media platforms. Make sure you go check them out. The newest edition of the Bridge just came out a couple of weeks ago, so make sure you go check that out. They always got some great happenings going over at the Washington Informer. I'm so blessed to be a part of the legacy journalism and the legacy media that is happening at the 60th anniversary of the Washington Informer Bridge. I want to thank them for shouting us out. Also, want to encourage y'all to go over to the new Blueprint newsletter. Put up the lower third, Sweethaht. The new Blueprint newsletter, where you can get all the happenings of what's happening here on the show in written form. New Blueprint newsletter, BeMoBrown.substack.com. $5 a month for the premium subscription. If you need the scholarship, let a nigga know. Also, I want to give a huge. I want to give a huge shout out to our good friends over at Let's Talk About It by my man Micah D.E. Robinson. Let's check out what they're talking about. We'll be right back. Actually, don't go nowhere. I'll be right here. Look at my face.
Hey, what's going on? It's Micah, and I'm really glad you decided to check in today. This is Let's Talk About It, which is a peer support platform, essentially just meaning we get people together, we talk about whatever we need to talk about. And sometimes we disagree, sometimes we change our minds, but what's most important is we always create a safe and open space, and we process before we judge. Now, if you're new here, I'd like to remind you to please like, comment, and subscribe, but with all those boxes checked, let's talk about it.
I actually didn't mean for this to be all black men.
Thank you, Micah. Appreciate that. Make sure y'all go check about it. Let's make sure y'all go check out Let's Talk About It, LTAI, on all social media platforms, especially on YouTube. Let's get those hourly watchers up. And speaking of YouTube, to my folks on YouTube, let's make sure that we like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, we are on our way to 250,000. Okay, we had a smooth 232.
Nice.
Oh, we beat our goal. We beat our goal of a 250,000. We had 232. We don't know way to a third of 1,000. All right, let's get our way up to 233 to 333, and we can be really set to go. Have I done all the shout outs? Who in the building? Anybody in the building? I see Alex in the building on Instagram. What's up, Alex? Good morning.
Hey, good morning. We got.
Remember when you thought Alex didn't exist?
Yeah. We got Drew and Kendall both saying good morning. BeMo,
nice.
Lady of the house. Hey.
Welcome, fellas. Welcome to my Wake and Bake with BeMo Nights. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend. Although I think your presence is enough, to be honest with you.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got some great things we want to talk about on the show this morning. We're gonna, it seems to be a new Tuesday situation. We'll see if we do it 4 more times in a row. But we're gonna call somebody to task this morning. We're gonna play our favorite game. You ready for the game, sweetheart?
What's up?
You know what our favorite game is? Since last Tuesday, we're gonna play the election blame game.
Crazy.
Huh?
Crazy.
We're gonna play the election blame game. We also I am discovering, well, I didn't discover it just now, but in our off time, I ran upon a new problem. And I think this morning it might actually get a little spicy. It might get a little contentious this morning as we talk about the Latino demographic. I want to call them to the pulpit. And then also because it's Tuesday, it's time for Sweethaht's Black Fact. Sweetheart, what you got for us?
Okay. Good morning,
I had to lick my lips so I can get the whole fact out. What you say, what?
I said, good morning, G Unit Lewis.
Hey, good morning, G Unit Lewis. What's up, Gary?
Let's see. What do we have?
A big dog. Truck is in the house, of course.
Hey.
Of course.
Did I do this one already?
don't
About
know.
exploration?
Maybe not. Let's see.
Estevanico?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Estevanico, a Negro from Morocco, was one of a party of 4 to cross the North American continent in 1536 for the first time. The journey took 9 years. In 1539, he headed an expedition that discovered Arizona and New Mexico. Estevanico's travels served to open up the Southwest and the states west of Florida as far as the Pacific.
Hold on. Who's this dude again? He a color guy?
Yeah, Negro from Morocco. So he African.
A Moroccan?
Yeah.
You saying a Moroccan found Arizona?
Yeah.
Damn it, man. Why you ain't leave them alone, bruh?
Yeah, New Mexico. Yeah.
Shit. This is the same Arizona that don't recognize daylight saving time or Martin Luther King holiday? You telling me that a Negro, somebody who will be considered a black person, discovered those people?
Well, it says he discovered the states that opened up the Southwest and the states west of Florida. So everything, literally all the southern states west of Florida.
Georgia, Mississippi,
Yeah,
Alabama,
Yeah.
Texas,
Louisiana.
New Mexico, and Arizona.
Yeah.
Was a colored man who discovered these places. I take it there were people already there, but we're talking about discovery in the sense of like Magellan discovered the world, right?
Right.
Although the whole world was already there. What's up, Kiana? What's up?
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
From Meet Me on the South Side. Anyway.
It says J.K. Hosmer, I don't know who that is, says
Fuck JK. Go ahead.
says of the first journey made across the American continent by civilized men, of these 3 were Spaniards and the 4th, a person upon whom it is worthwhile to dwell for a moment. He was Negro, the first of his race to reach the valley, contemporary with the earliest Europeans.
Hold on. You telling me there was a Negro, what do you call him? You call him Latinos? He didn't call him Hispanic, right?
No.
What do you call-
Spaniards.
He called it was a Negro-Spaniard alliance in the south of the United States?
Yeah.
Keep going. That sounds familiar. Shout out Miami. Keep going.
Of Estevanico's expedition to Arizona and New Mexico, he says, Fray Marco sent the Negro forward as better fitted than anyone to prepare the way. And this is from A Short History of the Mississippi Valley,
Oh, snap.
written in 1901.
Okay, sweetheart. We appreciate that black fact. That's crazy. I would have never thought.
Yeah.
They hit that shit. The only person I thought that was traversing from the middle United States to the coast was the enslaved man York. Mm-hmm. What's my man name again?
Wasn't it?
No, the dude that you just read about.
Estevanico.
Estevanico! Well, now we need like niggas like with the fitted caps. with the New York Yankee hat on it.
Yeah.
Now we need the fitted cap with the Estevanico on it. Okay. Okay. Matter of fact, what's the Explorer cap? Matter of fact, it's the two brim joint with the curves. We need one of those with an Estevanico on. Okay. New Halloween costume unlocked. All right. We got any comments? That's a pretty good one. Thanks, sweetheart. That was a good black fact.
Thanks for that. We got some more good mornings. Detroit Rivers.
Okay, what's up, Detroit Rivers?
Natalie says, morning over yonder.
Okay, good morning.
Hey,
what time is it over yonder? And aren't you married today? Didn't that happen today?
Micah says, greetings with the...
You said Micah?
Yeah. With
Hey, what's up, Micah?
little
We was just
hand.
talking about you. We will live long and prosper, brother.
And then Detroit...
You are a Spock ass nigga. That makes sense now. You a Spock ass nigga, and I'm a Captain Kirk ass nigga. That kind of makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Drew says, I blame Trump voters, plain and simple. They saw 4 years of neglect, abuse, a pandemic, and an insurrection and chose that again over a black woman. And then... There are plenty of players in the election blame game. Da-da-da. Go ahead. Detroit River says, the Moroccans taught the Spanish how to sail, I had heard.
Oh.
That
He
makes
said
sense.
he heard?
Yeah.
I love me a Negro Roomba. I love me a Negro Roomba. I heard they told her how to sail. Oh, did you now?
It sounds about right, though.
You probably ain't wrong.
Right. And then Akila says, it's time.
It is time.
Morning, BeMo, lady of the house, and BeMo nights. Hey, Akila.
Unite! Dumb Nigga Association, where you, DKA, where you at, baby? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Thank you, sweetheart, for that wonderful black fact. I think actually, to follow up that black fact, I think it'd be a great time to talk about something I discovered in our time off. If you think about blackness in terms of a video game, which because my mind has been socialized to a certain way, that's how I think about things from time to time. I think, we got the big boss, which is whiteness together. Like all together, the big white man, the undercover brother, the white dude who's undercover brother dude, right? The white man who never showed his face, that's the man, that's the big boss. Then we got all these underbosses, right? Yeah. I discovered a new underboss. I don't know if discovered is the right word, but I want to put in proper context of a new underboss that I think black folks gonna have to face. Now, hear me out, because if you stop listening after I say the next word, you're gonna be like, "Oh, be more racist," and which I'd be like, "Oh, I've been telling you that black folks should want to be racist," but we'll get to that in a second. We got a new boss. We got a new underboss, sweetheart.
Okay.
Latinos. Latinos and the other people who encapsulate or who are part of this people of color group, in which we should have known when they started calling us colored people to our face, and the other people of color didn't object. They celebrated like, "Oh, I want to be part of the gang. I want to be in the group." We should have known then something was up. And I'm saying this to say this, you got the horseshoe paradox, which is like people who think on different ends of the spectrum, we often think of them as two different sides of a line, but in actuality, the spectrum is more like a horseshoe. So it feels like where you started across the spectrum is exactly the exact opposite end, but they're at the same point. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I noticed something in our time off, and I'm realizing that we are going to face a new problem, and that problem is going to have the face of other people of color. And can I show you the video that kind of triggered it? This young man has been on my mind since this situation happened, and I cannot pinpoint what exactly is wrong here. Play the video. And it makes so much sense. Post-Trump election, this video has so much different context around it for some reason. Go ahead, play the video.
Latino problem?
Yeah, the Latino problem, part one.
In America, you need to learn it. Learn English. Learn it. You get money in America. This isn't you getting money in America. Learn English. I don't give a fuck. Learn it. Learn it. You riding on the roads. Learn English. Motherfucker. Fuck about that shit. Learn English. Learn English. Learn English. Learn English. This ain't your fucking country. This ain't your fucking country. Learn English. Learn English. This ain't your fucking country. Fuck wrong with you? Fuck wrong with you, boy? You better learn English. Hey. Learn English.
Escuchando, no entiendo ni más lo que me está diciendo. You better get on.
This video has fascinated me. Like completely I find myself when I'm alone staring outside in the middle distance, this video just creeps into my mind. The response to this video, which I'm thinking you're probably thinking rightfully so, was that this young man was called out on social media. The Latino people said that he was being racist, that he was being a bigot. They protested this place. The Latino news people from Fox 5 came in, and eventually this business, Can of Coffee, was shut down. Right, it was shut down because of some health inspector situations, but all this attention coming from the Latino community about this injustice that they feel like has endured caused this moment to happen. And Sweetheart, I need you to keep me honest. I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to be as honest with me from your perspective as possible. Was that a racist encounter?
I feel like it was.
You feel like it was?
Yeah.
Where was the racism? And I'm
okay.
using the, you see, you already know where I'm going here.
Yeah.
I'm using the word racism very specifically.
Yeah.
Racism is about the juxtaposition of power as it pertains to how one group of individual wields it against another individual. You know what the most important part of this video is? If I'm the lawyer and this dude says he's committed a hate crime of me, you know what the most important part of this defense in this video is? He gave him the food. The power that this black man had was to withhold service, withhold goods, or withhold employment from this individual based on his race.
Yeah.
But in the video, although he's screaming, "Learn English, motherfucker, learn English," and he's making fun of Spanish, essentially, goods were delivered, service were delivered, and this man was able to continue his service job. So I ask you again, where was the racism?
If anything, it was nationalism.
It's some nationalism in there, but I want to be, because I want to be careful about the nationalism, because the nationalism. Let me just say what I think I'm saying. I actually think this Can of Coffee dude was speaking from love.
That's an interesting take.
I think this individual was speaking from love, not from fear. If we think about, my mom says, when we respond to things, there's a dichotomy we have to consider, which is, are you speaking from love or are you speaking from fear? Fear is where hate comes from, which is why I'm having a hard time pinpointing the racism. Now, before you even get too far, BeMo, I am not condoning this man's activity. This is some very asshole shit, some very bigoted shit, and it repeats the talking points of nativism, repeats the talking points of conservatism, it repeats the talking point of toxic patriotism. I'm not saying go out and do that thing, but what I haven't seen is a true investigation of why this young man was so triggered. And the reason why I say he's speaking from love, because I don't see hate. What I see and what I hear, and please excuse my Afro foolishness and my Afro optimism, I heard the statement, if you want to make money in this country, learn English. Is he wrong? Not is it a right thing to say, is he wrong? If I moved to Venezuela and opened up a food service and didn't speak any Spanish, what would the community members tell me to do?
I feel like it's a bit different though.
Talk me off the ledge, Sweetheart, because I don't think this is racism. I'm going to show you racism in a second. And I don't think it's what people actually think it is. I don't think it's racism. I think the Can of Coffee dude was operating a business. Toxically so, enough to warrant opposition, enough to warrant the Latino community to boycott his business, but hate crime?
Okay, I hear you, but I don't know if I agree in that he wasn't operating out of fear. I don't think it's hate though, but I feel like if his intentions were, if you want to make money in this country, you got to learn English, it would have.
What would that have been?
He would have said that, or I don't know. The energy would have been more, I'm trying to help you, instead of, I feel like, from his perspective, it could be that, oh, we're quote unquote losing recipes, like our country is being taken over or whatever. Like
that is nativism. I get that.
Right. That's what
weird.
That sounded like to me. Like,
that's not what, again, excuse my Afro optimism. Excuse me wanting to defend this young man. But, even as much as I agree with what you just said, this business is on the black side of town, owned by a black man, and there, according to his side of the story, there are people, these Latino drivers come in, act like they can't speak English, and then essentially they do the DoorDash thing. They take the food, report to you and I that they never got the food. Negative report becomes on the restaurant. Nothing happens to the DoorDash drivers. They get free food. It happens to us all the time. I'm not blaming that specifically on this large group of people. But what I am saying, though, is here is an individual who is operating a business under duress. Another individual comes in not respecting business policies, business politics, how he operates. I feel like the nice version of him, of course, would have sat down, talked to him nicely in a soft voice, said, hey, man, if you really want to get far in this country, you're going to have to learn some English. You're going to have to learn how to operate this in some type of way. You're right. The asshole version of this is screaming, making fun of your language, appropriating different talking points from the right wing. But what I'm ultimately saying is, I don't think this is racism. I don't even think this is hate. I think this is a fool acting in emotion over something he feels like is negative happening to his business, which is someone trying to steal from his business. I would like to show you, I'm saying all this to say that I would like to actually show you the actual racism. Can I show you real racism? This is discrimination at best. But I can't even say discrimination because he still got the food. He's still able to do his job. He was able to come in the building. Can I show you racism?
Y'all, these people think the black people are playing. They think this is a trend. No, this is the end. Okay, it's over. We're done with. We're done. You guys are cooked, and you're cooked alone. You're by your fucking selves. When Trump is inaugurated on January 20th, we will not be on the fucking front lines of anything. You might have some black pick-me people might go over there and protest with you, but I know my black ass won't. I will not. Okay, I just researched it, and I found out that I can. I Googled it, and I found out that I can't. No, I've looked into it, and I found out that I can't. I can't because you didn't have our fucking backs. Allyship is transactional. When I have your back, you have mine. Okay, that's how it works. It's transactional. It's reciprocal. Okay, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You didn't scratch our backs. You didn't have our backs. You left us fucking behind, and you left us fucking for granted. You left us on the battlefield by our fucking selves. So now, deal with the consequences of your fucking actions. Don't ask me for shit. Don't ask me to protest. Don't ask me to petition. Don't ask me to do a motherfucking thing. But mind my own black-ass fucking business. Okay? Y'all play.
If black political power is the ability to wield disgruntlement in a way that actually changes the American culture, if black political power is the ability to create the Civil Rights Act, to create amendments, to create laws, to create policies that are counter to what American majorities are trying to push down the throat of minorities, withholding that power, what is that, sweetheart? Withholding that power against another group of minorities based on the actions of some is called what? Racism. That is racism. Now, mind you, if you listen to the show for a long time, I believe that black folks should be able to be racist, because to be racist, you have to have power. And when folks say black people can't be racist, what they're saying is black people can never have power. We have power. Yeah. We are now wielding that power against the same group of minorities who call themselves people of color, who some of them seem to have turned their back against black folks and their or for the betterment of society while voting for Trump and supporting fascist policies, right? Some of them have done so. But when a black man says we will no longer wield power based on the decisions of some of your minority group, that's racism. A black man yelling at a Latino man to learn English while giving him the food to deliver is just an asshole.
Okay, but what's the difference between him yelling at one particular man because of the actions of some?
Because that one particular man wasn't speaking English to him.
Yeah, exactly. So that
one particular man needs to learn English so he could do business with me. And even if he didn't, we still did business. To me, the difference is this too raw, too real person, this person who's been loud this entire Kamala Harris election. This person is willing to withhold black political power because some individuals have turned their back on what he perceives the progression of black politics should go. That's an indictment against a whole race. That's racism. And why I'm calling this a new opponent, a new boss level fight for blackness, is that all of this whole discussion we've had just now is still about the placement of whiteness. Yeah. All of this is still centering the placement, the priority of whiteness. And now we have two groups, two races who have been impacted by whiteness and racism so much to the point that they are going to fight each other. Fight each other to the point that I'm going to scream at you that you need to learn English to do business in this country, although you don't need to know English to do business in this country. I'm going to withhold my political power from you because some of you decided to vote against what I believe to be my best interest. This is a problem. We have lost the plot. And you extrapolate this same issue into the perception that migrants are being funded while black folks are not. You put this in the same perception that they are busing people to cities and putting them in houses while black folks go homeless. All of these things are meant to juxtapose these two minorities so that they cancel out. But we won't see that. We won't see that if we're withholding our political power. We won't see that if we're screaming over our brothers and sisters to learn English in order to do business. That's all I got to say. I've been thinking about that young man for a long time. And the fact that people were coming at him really trying to charge him hate crimes. And I'm like, where exactly is the hate? Did he beat him up? Did he lynch him? Did he call him a slur? Did he call him out his name other than motherfucker? But meanwhile, Too Raw, Too Real, he's going to be Influencer of the Year. He's going to be on black carpets. He's going to be on red carpets. He'll get hundreds of millions of followers. He's going to get hundreds of thousands of dollars. He's going to be a talking head, a speaking figure for this perspective. And he don't know that he laying in the same pit, the same far-right conspiracy, the same thought process as you need to learn English. Same thing. We got any comments? Or you got any comments?
Man, I hear you. It does feel like the horseshoe you were talking about. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
I know it looks spicy in the chat though.
Oh yeah. Drew says racism isn't just punching down, it can be punching sideways. Black people have attacked other black people based on skin color or national origin for years. Natalie says no, more like a hate crime by definition due to prejudice. G-Unit Lewis says cap. Drew says nah, that ain't love. Akila says yes, he is wrong with approach. Natalie says definitely not racism though. Akila says man, you can still approach a situation as an asshole and the message can be received. Coffee Dude had a message, yet it is less likely received because of where his statements were rooted. Both dudes were expressing racism from your perspective, BeMo. Coffee Dude just had a real live example in front of him. Carman was speaking to the internet. Yeah, I agree.
Who's that?
Akila. Micah says, potentially spicy question. Take it slow. Would it be racist for a young black woman to be yelled at on a Zoom for showing up with natural hair?
Yeah, because that's featureism. And that's texturism.
And then these comments are from before.
But like if we were in that same meeting and everybody's speaking English and you just started speaking Spanish, yeah, you might get cussed out. Does that mean that you don't like Latinos? Or are you ineffectively communicating? I feel like it would have been more racist if the Latino dude was speaking English and then the dude was like, speak English, motherfucker. Now you're denying my dialect of English.
True.
It sounds so weird, but I'm not advocating for either one of these individuals. Both of these individuals are ineffective.
Micah says, why is native language different than native features?
Because you can change one. Like if you're doing business with all English people and then going and expecting them to speak Spanish, yeah, most people do what you do. An asshole will cuss you out though. That has like what language you speak has nothing to do about who you are naturally. And nor am I saying that because you speak Spanish that you're in a lower caste than me. But like I'm trying to sell you this food. Your job is to deliver this food and you act like you can't understand me when all you gotta do is take a bag. What's up?
I don't know, I'm of the mindset of like, why should somebody have to change their language in order to, but then I'm also like, but then I'm thinking about America as a country and like English is not the official language, so, but
I mean, you say that, but majority, like,
so. What
language is on the stop sign?
But I just said it's also the language of the majority, so I don't know. Let's see. Detroit River says, now what if the Spanish dude was black and could only speak Swahili? Do you feel differently?
If the Spanish dude was black and could only speak Swahili, would I feel differently? I don't even think the can of cannabis dude would know what Swahili is. He'd still be like, he'd actually probably be worse. Instead of faking Spanish, you would probably fake Tulsa.
And then Kendall says, divide and conquer. It works on all of us. Yeah. And then this is from before. Natalie says, 5 hours ahead. Weddings next week.
The weddings next week? Weddings?
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Micah says, Mahjong draft coming by this evening, by the way. Time to get excited. Flames.
It's time to get excited now. Nigga been excited. Nigga been excited. All right, let's do this because I got my pressure up and I'm pretty sure I done pissed somebody off. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to listen to my man, Sir EU. Hee ha 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 ha. Make sure y'all check it out on all social media and streaming platforms. My man, Sir EU. Sir EU. The letter Sir EU. We'll be right back with more. Wake will be more chaos.
Oh, wow.
No.
friends and motivate people. Vilify the villains who I know that hate people. How the devil, how he cultivate evil. Focus how he beats you to the punch and then feed you. Explain this to the people, they will need you. If you damn body it, they gon' eat you. If you not a heavyweight, they gon' beat you. I believe in God, I don't need you. Mommy made me promise to be guardian the people. Starting with Stephanie, karma got be lethal. I was all alone with the slowness, her EU. Real power trio, I consider them equal. I just want to deliver what was given. Power steering through a whole trunk, I'm forgiven. If I wasn't in it for the win, I would've been in the morticians, living grinning, looking down on all the living. Shitting on the witnesses is what the kid was given. Forfeiting, I'm finishing up for the vision. Since I was an infant and my mission was a killer to fulfill it. Was an energetic citizen that I'm still in. Will it, kill him, kill him. You already know what we need. I keep Troy B. I be. We are destroy, and I watch this evolve. Evolved into a devolve. And I earn stripes with a tree talk. And I earn stripes like a tree dog. This is how you get friends and motivate people. Vilify the villains who I know that hate people. Focus on the devil, how he cultivate evil. Notice how he beats you to the punch and then feed you. Explain it to the people and I promise they will need you. If you damn body it, I promise they will eat you. If you not a heavyweight, I promise they gon' beat you. I believe in God, bitch, I don't fucking believe you. Mommy made me promise to be guardian of people. Started with Stephanie, the karma got me lethal. I was all alone with the slowness or EO. Real power trio, I consider them equal. I just want to live with what was given. I was there and do it to the top. I'm forgiven. If I wasn't in it for the win, I would've been in. No more distance, Linda grinning, looking down on all the living. Shitting on the witnesses of what the kid was given. Forfeiting, not finishing the fucking vision. This vision since I was a fucker.
Welcome back to Wake It with BeMo. Maybe we should interview the dude from Can of Coffee to make sure he's a real racist. Yeah. He probably is. But y'all know me. You know what I mean? For a nigga who think the Afrofuture is dead, I sure do like to do a lot of imagination on the African perspective. Ain't that crazy? All right, it's almost time for blunt manifestations, everybody. Let's do this. Sweetheart, if we could collect the blunt manifestations in the comments, please. I don't know what that means. Like you gonna
collect?
Like you gonna go to the comments and get a basket and then get the bitches up. Like, do we need to sing the manifestation song? That'd be too much like church. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Thank you, Sir EU, for another playing of the Ee Ha Ha off of his recent album. I keep forgetting the name of the damn album. Don't let me go, please. Please let me still. We got any new people in the house? I see Q in the house. Q, what's up, Q?
Oh, hey, Q.
What's up, Chris Allen? I'm talking getting out. I wonder if I will. What's up, everybody? Ethos Corn, what's up, man? How we feeling? And we just finished a very riveting conversation about the new wave of divide and conquer hitting the streets. Right now, we're talking about Latinos, but the Palestinian and Middle Eastern folks, y'all on the docket next. As I tell you, man, the CIA is busy. And that CIA has been busy, and they finna go on vacation in like a week or two, because niggas have already accepted fascism. All right, let's get to some of these blunt manifestations. All right, what we got, sweetheart? What are your blunt manifestations?
I would like for there to be more unity, especially amongst minorities, people of color, you know. What's up?
They just on my nerves right now. That's all. My colored cousin's just getting on my nerves right now. That's all it is.
Yeah, this is what white America wants, is for us to sow these seeds of division.
Yeah, but we can be divided.
Why?
Because we don't all have to agree.
No, we don't, but that doesn't mean we have to, I guess, see each other as our enemies.
That's the thing. We should still be able to move forward collectively.
Yeah.
And I know it's been really hard to, especially after Tuesday, it's been really hard to like think of things in nuance because we, probably just elected the last American president. And that sounds hyperbolic. And it sounds like everybody's like, oh, why are they saying the democracy end? Because it ended. Like, I don't think people just recognize it happened. It happened over the weekend when they started announcing cabinet members and really getting rid of the Department of Education. There's no Department of Education. You got to pay for public school.
Doesn't that mean it's not public anymore? Because isn't the point of public school is that it's accessible and free?
If you get rid of the Department of Education, they go to FAFSA. They go your Pell Grants. Unless you about to just put that in a different space. But you know what? I ain't going to talk about that. Let's talk about some manifestations. You said unity. Unity! I don't know what I'm manifesting right now, sweetheart. What you think? What should I manifest? You tell me what I should manifest.
I don't know.
You be watching me. What should I manifest?
I don't know.
Manifest some Spanish lessons over here. That's what I'm gonna do. What are people saying?
Interesting about Spanish lessons.
What happened?
I took an Uber a few days ago. The driver was from Colombia, and he's been in the U.S. for like a year and a half or so. So he's still learning English. It's actually pretty good considering he's only been here for like a year and some change. But he was talking to me in English and I was talking back to him in Spanish so we could like both learn.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was saying that in Colombia there's no like, oh, you're white, you're black, you're dark skinned. There's none of that. Like everybody accepts everybody. And he's saying that here is like completely different and yeah. There's a lot of
I don't know.
He said there's a lot of racism here. He also said that he hates Trump and like he's not for, his people and yada yada. So I don't know if he's an outlier, but
my dark ass. I have a hard time believing.
Right.
It may not be about race,
right,
but my dark ass has been getting sideways look since I've been able to look at people. I very well doubt that in Colombia, I'm a king.
Yeah, it's always different hearing that perspective from somebody who is significantly lighter than you. Because it's like, of course you're going to say there's no racism because...
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
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 Right. When Malik tried to tell me one time that one of the people from at Howard wasn't colorist, and I was like, how the hell you gonna tell me this lady not colorist, bro? You the exact opposite color of me. How the hell you gonna tell me this lady not colorist? Right. When you walk in the room, I can smell this lady getting wet. When I walk in the room, bro, it's fire and brimstone coming out of her eyes. I swear to God.
Come on, man.
Too much? Too far? Too early?
Achilles
we got some manifestations. Yeah. Go ahead, man. They gonna put me out of here.
When this live band happens, BBM can be collected. I'll bring my basket.
Yo, they go, no, we can't do that. we got real life Christians following us, man. They gonna put us out, bro.
No. Drew says, I manifest a fun and productive time coaching the kids on my debate team. Oh yeah.
Is that time again?
Nice.
That's nice. That's nice.
Q says, peace BeMo with the fist.
What up, Q?
Peace, lady of the house. Wait. With this hand.
Okay.
And the sparkles and a little fan.
Oh, that's the blunt.
Oh, okay.
For sure. I'm supposed to blow it your way? I got you.
Okay. Drew says, I manifest that a love from my past is happy and taking care of herself as a black woman after this election. I love that. Q says, community is not all we all agree. Community is we disagree and willing to work together. Yeah, exactly. Kendall says, I manifest this baby sleeping through the night.
Oh, man. Damn, that baby up right now. And bring the baby close. Bring the baby close so you see if my voice will soothe it to sleep. I doubt it, though. Although I did see on a commercial recently that white noise helps baby sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a little vacuuming. Or, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna give you no damn baby advice. People don't know nothing about no babies, man. I don't know shit about no babies, man.
Aquila says, BBM, send that chump to Mexican jail and he can only eat tacos. G Unit Lewis says, I want to manifest a productive 4 years of presidency. Yep, that's real. What's up? Okay. Aquila says tacos and Corona is diet and make him get a job.
I mean, why we laughing at him? I do think in order to fix my man from can of coffee, he does need to be immersed in some Latino culture to get some sensitivity.
Yeah.
At least so he won't scream at a motherfucker learning, because you can sit down at the table and be like, hey man, you make money if you make a little more money if you can do a little.
Right. If you don't alienate one of your potential customer bases, but
it's like, probably 95% of the people you interact with are gonna be speaking English. So maybe learn hello, my nigga. I don't know. I don't know.
Q says Colombia with the looking eyes, side eye to classic.
And you know what? I just don't believe. I don't believe that if I went to any other country and started a business that was not of the majority language, that those people would have just embraced me. I don't believe it.
No.
Also ain't been nowhere, so don't judge me too hard, but I don't believe it. I don't believe if I go to Italy and set up a hamburger shop, they're gonna be like, oh, you cool just speaking English. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my bigoted experience, but I just don't believe it.
Yeah, he said side-eye to classism and Eurocentrism. They color us as fuck. Aquila, go Drew, keep the debates alive. Kendall says, what does black noise do? But
this is black noise. This is black noise. What up, Tommy Lee? Welcome back, baby. Mike Ann, what's up, man?
Hey. Drew says, topic for my debate team, should the legal voting age be lowered to 10? I'm teaching them the importance of voting and how their voice matters.
What's a good question?
Ooh.
That is a good question. These are you got middle schoolers, right, Drew? If I'm not mistaken, these are middle schoolers, right? That's a great question for a middle schooler. Yeah. Should the voting age be dropped to 10? Because they said at 18 when niggas was dumb. You know what I'm saying? When we didn't have full access to a whole encyclopedia in our fucking pocket.
Right.
We didn't have influencers who were speaking directly to us. Good question. Good question. Okay. I'm not going to answer it. I'm waiting for them to say.
And then Aquila says Trump equals Trump, by the way.
That makes sense. All right. Speaking of chumps, you know what time it is. It's time to play the election blame game. I hate you. Are we ready? Let's play the blame game for sure. All right.
Oh, even Natalie says, yeah, even here in West Africa, the first comments are learn the language. So, yeah.
Because, okay, we a business. And I feel like because we live in this capitalistic focused society, we forget that the purpose of business is to provide goods and services for the community at an exchange for something. But we're a business. How we going to exchange if we can't communicate?
Yeah.
Now, I got to cuss you out. Although I'm saying that, but I really don't believe that. Sometimes you got to get cussed the fuck out. Sometimes you need to be cussed the fuck out. I saw a video the other day of mommy voice and daddy voice with the new infants. It's real. My voice got more bass.
Wait, what?
You ain't seen this? It'd be like infants doing something, and mom would be like, "Oh, stop."
Yeah.
And then the dad be like, "Cut it out," and the kid would freeze up.
It's a grown ass.
It's a grown ass. Oh shit! What is that?
This is grown man.
What is this?
But then Micah also says there is a ton of exclusively American English speaking business in Africa, Ghana specifically, as we speak. So, I mean,
yeah, I ain't been nowhere.
Also, but Ghana had the welcoming home a few years back, so maybe it's part of trying to make Black Americans feel accepted and welcome. I don't know.
I don't know. I am not going to assume the perspective of Ghanaian people, although they say I'm Ghanaian. Can you see it?
My mom's boyfriend does think you're African. So.
He does?
Yeah.
That's funny.
My mom's like, he's not African. Why do you keep saying that?
That's funny. That nigga really don't know me. That's funny. I'm not wrong with being African, but anyway, it's time to play. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Drew says elementary school, 3rd and 4th grade.
Oh.
Yeah.
The first time I voted was for Bill Clinton in the kid election that he only let the 5th graders do at my elementary school.
Nice. We had one too in fifth grade.
We sure
Kid
did.
election,
It was
yeah.
fifth grade. It was a kid election. Only the fifth graders got to vote. And Ross Perot won in our elementary school because the kids thought it was funny. They thought that the third candidate was funny. So there it is. All right, y'all. It's time to play the election blame game. I hate you. I missed all them notes. That's all right, though. Today we have, funny enough, on Tuesday, the election blame game winner was Barack Obama, okay? And if you want to go see how he won the election blame game, definitely go check that out. Now, I want to enter the election blame game, but I also want to remind people, this nigga cheated. Right? So we are actually talking in a very hypothetical who to blame with these current results. This nigga cheated. And there's nothing you can tell me to make me believe this man really won the popular vote. I don't care how many tweets I see. I don't care how many polls I see. I don't care how many more new votes come in over the next couple of weeks. This nigga cheated, right? If you telling me he tried to cheat in the last election and didn't, and then this election was like, oh, I'm just going to run it fair and square, get the fuck out of my face, right? I'm gonna buy that bridge in Brooklyn with you, all right? Come on, cheated. All right, so anyway, past the cheating point, if we are going to use the current results as a learning lesson to how we can communicate more liberal, more progressive, more non-Trumpian perspectives to people, especially within black folks, because this is Wake and Bake with BeMo, we're talking about blackness, I do have a very particular blame to give this morning.
Okay.
It's not the Latinos. Whatever. Do what y'all need to do. Okay, whatever you felt like was going to be in your best interest. And I did read a stat that said even if all the Latinos voted for Kamala, she still wouldn't be president. Okay, so it's okay. Do your thing. I'm not mad at the Palestinians. I understand. I don't agree with your staunchness to not vote. You got your perspective. I get it. If I thought Joe Biden was purposely killing black folks, I'd have a hard time voting for him as well. Oh, I did have a hard time voting for Joe Biden. Ain't that crazy? I get it. I understand. I actually want to introduce this topic. I want to talk to our very non-brother, Dana White. Yep. Dana White, who beats his wife in public, who has niggas fight for him for money on some very neo-slave owner shit. I want to hear what Dana White has to say, who he thinks is responsible for the Trump win. Let's see what Dana White got to say. The boy named Dana White. That's crazy.
Theo Vaughn, busting with the boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan.
Yeah, double click that. Bring it back up. How long has it been like that?
When I switched to this scene, the amp house. Okay.
Whoops, that's on me. Let's see what my man Dana White got to say. Come on, Dana.
Did it play?
It made it play it already.
Okay.
But you can switch it over again because I'm going to need it for the video.
Okay.
That's crazy. That looked like TV magic right there.
I want to thank the Nelt boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, busting with the boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan.
So our opposite brother, Dana White, the Nelk boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, and the mighty Joe Rogan. On Tuesday, we discussed that Barack Obama was winning the blame game because he didn't know how to talk to black men, which then revealed to me that maybe the entire Democratic Party, maybe the entire progressive movement, maybe the entire left, maybe an entire society does not know how to encourage and talk to young men. I think we got the ladies down. White women, y'all going to figure it out. But the black women, whatever the fuck they giving the black women, is working. Whatever they're giving the black men, it seems to be working. But something is going on with young men specifically that I can tell you as a 35-year-old man When I'm scrolling, when I'm looking through social media, all the shit that features men, it does have a tendency to lean right.
Yeah.
It does have a tendency to be a little misogynistic, a little racist, a little tight. And I think a part of that not only is being socialized in America, but I think a part of that is being reinforced by those same 4 people that Dana White was just talking about. So to the Maurice James Jr. point, to the FD signifier point, I don't need the neutral, which is what mainstream media is trying to do, which is trying to present both sides. I don't need the neutral. Who's doing the counter programming? Who's doing the counter propaganda? Who's doing the exact opposite of Theo Von? Who's the opposite of Aiden Ross? Huh? Are there black folks who would have been able to sit down with Kamala Harris from a young black male perspective and able to ask her and inquire against her the things that affect them most, even if the things they don't even think about are actually politically aligned, like drug abuse, like poverty, like internet censorship, like a younger perspective in politics. And you would think, after this election, when you look around, you would think, damn, ain't no young niggas doing this? Wrong. Today, I'm calling to task the AMP House. Y'all niggas lost us the election. Why? Because each one of you niggas is cowards. Cenat, coward. Duke Dennis, coward. Phantom, coward. Agent 00, coward. The 5th nigga of Amp House, who I can't remember, coward. The CEO of Amp House, coward. You niggas are scared. Scared. Little ass bitches. Scared. Coward. Run scared. Kept your mouth closed. In the most important time in history. Fascism knocking on our door, censorship knocking on our door, classism, racism, misogyny knocking on our door. You niggas giggling and laughing on the fucking internet. I'm calling you to task. You had a job. It's not my responsibility. It is your motherfucking responsibility. Are you crazy? Harry Belafonte is disappointed. John Lewis is disappointed. Martin Luther is disappointed. Fannie Lou is disappointed. Shirley Chisholm is disappointed. You got the nerve to try to be safe in a time like this? As our parents would say, you got enough time for your little friends, but you don't got enough time for the books. Mm-hmm. You better know that Bible verse like you know that rap verse. And in a time like this, you cowardly niggas decided to be... Play the first clip before I have a heart attack over here.
What? Be in a penthouse in New York. Then on top of that, I got the fucking Secret Service calling me 5 times, nigga! I don't know goddamn shit about politics, my nigga. I don't know nothing. Hey, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't give a fuck, okay? Listen, I had a bad bitch that I've been trying to get on for like the last 3 years, the last 2 years that I haven't spoke to in like a year. I haven't spoke to this girl in so goddamn long who gonna have the audacity to text me, we need you a part of the campaign. At first, I was thinking she was talking about like a game, a video game, like a Modern Warfare game, or some shit. Or if not that, a clothing brand. I'm like, what campaign? Shorty gonna say, we're not gonna get into details. Say it right now. If there's some way, somehow, something was to go into where I do the stream of politics, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm going to sit on my stream and say, why did you guys call me? Like, I don't know. I've never did anything with politics. And these blogs are like trying to say, yo, you gotta do the shit, Kai. And it's all the top blogs. But I'm like, bro, since when?
coward no more. I can't take him. Cut him off. Secret Service is blowing up your phone and you asking why? Maybe because the country on the line, dumbass nigga. And you could have answered the phone just like that. You make your living off of being a young, dumb nigga. But now you don't want to use that to the advantage of the people around you. Oh, I'm so... He a Paul Roach and Negro of the Week.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be bold and dangerous. And he ran scared like a little bitch. I can't believe this. And it took me, when I had this revelation like on Sunday, it just popped in my head like, wait, where the fuck were they at? I don't want to get into politics. I'm scared. I don't know nothing. Then take your dumb ass and talk to the vice president and learn some shit. Oh, dumbass nigga. I don't want to learn. Play Duke Dennis before I have an attitude. My man Andre said Duke Dennis and Harry Belafonte in the same sentence. This is new. Go out there and ask a 22-year-old who Duke Dennis is and who Harry Belafonte is. They be like, Harry who? Harry what? I don't like Harry Potter, you old ass nigga. That's what they'll say to you. Go ahead.
This election really showed me that racism is very much still alive. We witness it, we go through it every single day. And you would think in 2024, and you would think in the big ass year of 2024 that racism does not exist no more, but it does. Duke Dennis is running for president in 2028. I'll be 35. If y'all was to vote for me, I would dead ass do a really good job. Like, I will bring a new perspective into what America needs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How you gonna do a good job if you refuse to talk to the person who's actually running to do the damn job? How? Oh, Lord, my heart. Yeah. Oh, God. You know, Kamala Harris said at one time that America's not a racist country. You know who would have been a great person to ask if that was true? Duke fucking Dennis. Pretty teeth Duke Dennis should have been the one that asked Kamala Harris, hey, I heard America wasn't, you said America wasn't a racist country. That's not the country I live in. Can you explain that to me? Having the base expand itself to this perspective of young blackness. Mm-hmm. But instead you perking out with Kodak. I love Halo, but Halo ain't got shit on the president. Maybe they not say ain't shit. It's like the president, that little hippo and Halo. That's like the top 3 things on the internet right now. Let me not play. But BeMo, they don't have the capacity. They just streamers. They just in front of a camera, right? They in front of their laptop cameras. They just over here fucking around. This is not real. Like, why would you have so much expectation for them? Play that last video. Because when I saw that's what it took, sweetheart. I had to see all the things put together. I had to see Trump win. I had to see the silence of the Amp House, which is black owned, by the way. This is no shadow owning of this situation. These are some black kids who put some shit together. You talking about some entrepreneurial shit. You talking about what you gonna do for the black male business. We one of the biggest black male businesses in the country. You ain't talk to us, you ain't talk to RDC World? Shannon Sharp. Now I 100% believe Dr. Umar when he says that the Harris campaign offered him $15,000 to talk to her. I 100% believe it now. Because who else was they going to talk to? Yeah. They called this nigga 5 times. This nigga hanging up. This nigga ignoring the phone calls of the Secret Service.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to me. Do you not know your responsibility? Hold on. Bring up the other thing before you bring up the artist distinction thing I think I put up there.
Oh, okay.
And put this on the screen. Let's remind the people. I did something wrong, didn't I?
Overlay should be on top. All right. And this. Is that right?
I don't know. Is the BeMo cam on there?
I don't see it. Hold on.
That's crazy. This is crazy. I love live producing. This is so good.
Can I just copy and paste that?
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Essentially, I was going to bring out the quote that says that the people who are... I can't do it. You got to bring it up.
Hold on.
You can copy and paste the actual thing.
Yeah. Is that this? Okay.
Yeah. And then put that on the main scene.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I don't know if it will.
Didn't work.
Nope.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, let me see if I can read it. No, there's no way I can read that.
Press the browse button.
Okay.
No, never mind. I thought I was going to bring it up. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Damn. Essentially, there's an artistic theory in the philosophy of aesthetics that individuals who have been subjected to disenfranchisement and oppression do not have the luxury to separate form from function when it comes to the creation of art. Or as W.E.B. Du Bois says, don't give me art unless it's propaganda. Mm-hmm. For those of us who have been disenfranchised and marginalized, everything that we create is in an effort to liberate us. Therefore, I cannot let the Amp House get away with the fact that they did nothing while democracy, while the election, while this black woman stood a chance. They did nothing to help advance the knowledge of what was to happen over these next 4 years. But will seek the benefit commercially, capitalistically, culturally for being figures within this community. This is why I say Harry Belafonte would be so upset with you right now. Mm-hmm. John Amos would be so upset with you right now, even with his white wife. Go ahead and play the last clip.
Come on.
This is the production.
You muted the wrong thing.
Oh.
Okay. Look, we got mics and shit. We got batteries. We got. We lost audio. Oh, we did?
Yeah. We lost audio still?
No, we're good? We're good. This is the whole team, y'all. Yeah, welcome to my crib.
Pull up.
Yeah, this is MTV Matches. Yeah, welcome to my crib. Kai, thank
so
you
look,
for showing up to
my
my
boy
house.
Denzel. Chat, look at every camera, every square that you see. Come on, you come close. Go to the TV, show them.
Look at the TV. And now it's a screen.
Every square that you see is all production. Every camera in this shit. Zoom in there. You can see all around it. Zoom in here. You can see all around it. Buttons everywhere. So production, look, they got 3 people operating right now. Then they...
Crazy. These niggas got the capacity of CBS.
Yeah.
There's been a wonder of why mainstream media is dying. Why not get your information from 60 Minutes? Because these niggas doing 60-minute shit. They just fucking popping perks on the internet. I'm done with these niggas, man. They win the blame game. I hate you. Cowards. We got any comments? What's your thoughts before we get to the comments? What are your thoughts?
I absolutely do believe they have a responsibility to, because I think last week Kai had 10 million subscribers on YouTube. 10 million people.
And actively ignored.
Right.
What are the comments we got? What we got?
Oh, and I also feel like you can't use your age as an excuse for ignorance just because you're early 20s or whatever the fuck. Like,
not when Drew is asking his elementary school debate team, should the voting age be lowered to 10?
8, 9, 10 years old. Come on now.
That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. What we got? Is it busting?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start here. I'm just going to
Okay.
through them. Drew says the kids want to vote because they want to end gun violence. A lot of them are from the hood and have personal experience with guns. That's crazy. And then he also says, yeah, him winning the popular vote is sus as fuck. I don't know, but...
That's sex. That gets me teary-eyed.
Yeah.
The kids want to vote to end gun violence because
Yeah.
they shouldn't be doing no damn gun safety school drills.
Right.
It should be tornadoes and earthquakes.
Right.
Wow. Keep going.
Him winning the popular vote is sus as fuck. I don't know how, but Kamala's starting out ahead in most swing states and flipping is unusual. And then he says, I think every generation the political pendulum swings a different direction. Our generation was more left, so the next generation will be more right.
Oh man, that sucks. the sequel will be more right. Oh,
But it's always going to swing back the other way.
Come on, Gen Alpha. Come on.
Akila says, black men need a self-love era. Overdue. Keeping that group, black men, my favorite group, at ends is a win for white America.
That's true.
So, yeah.
That's true.
And then G Unit Lewis says, point understood, but what would that discussion even look like? Those conversations wouldn't produce anything productive or swing any person. Joe Rogan is statistically...
False. Who said that?
G Unit Lewis.
It's false. It would absolutely sway a whole generation. With the examples I just used, Dana White, one of the most wealthy white men on the planet, got on the stage in front of our new president and thanked 4 podcasters. It is a mistake to think that podcasters are less than traditional media. That is false. You are more swayed by the internet skits than you are swayed by SNL. That is a fact. You are more swayed by your YouTube algorithm and your Instagram algorithm than you watch the nightly news. That is a fact. You are more swayed by podcasts than the books that you read. That is a fact. It is false. That is false. Don't let that shit in your head. That's false. It would have swayed you. It would have encouraged you. It would have pushed you. I don't like celebrities. I don't look at that's bullshit. Yes, you do. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Joe Rogan is statistically the #1 black podcast, and Kamala actively avoided it because she wanted to play it safe and only do the pods on the left.
Oh, we about to get there. Go ahead.
But what Trump did with doing the rounds and covering every base is what she failed to do, which is take the risk and only do the quote-unquote black pods. To think that an appearance on Club Shay Shay would swing the neutral is purely idiotic in my opinion. Kendall says, these young men are getting too much money to be involved with politics and upset a large portion of their base. Akila says, going in thinking that swinging will be the outcome, then swinging will be the outcome. Don't underestimate the power of the mind. Those heated conversations are needed. My brothers are screaming, and I hear them.
Perfect. Right? There is... I had to get to you probably next Tuesday, but Malcolm Gladwell did a response to his original TED Talk on the tipping point. In the tipping point, the original book, the New York Police Department used part of his book to reinforce their use of the stop and frisk tactic. He responded to that recently, saying one of his outcomes was that in order to sway people, it can't be 100-0. You can't present perfectly. You have to be flawed. Yeah. You have to but you have to know that there are parts of you, parts of your argument, parts of your perspective that are wrong. That's the only way that you actually get somebody to agree with you, is that you both agree that you are both human, that you are both flawed. Then I can listen to you. If I'm unflawed and you're flawed and I'm trying to convince you of something, fuck you. Keep going.
G Unit Lewis says, a wise man once said Republicans buy shoes too.
That was not a wise man. He was good at basketball. That was Jordan. But I wouldn't call that yellow-eyed cretin a wise man, to be honest with you. To be honest with you.
Why you gotta be a cretin?
Have you seen it?
Akila says, and that's a part of the game, talking to Kendall, keep them distracted and not involved in what matters. And then she says, Halo should not be top 3 topics on the internet. Crazy.
He shouldn't, but he's so cute, man.
He's so cute. For real, those Halo Fortnite group chats should be a base for the revolution. It's a start. And then Natalie says the voting gap was 15 million with the shrug.
That's the gap right there. Yeah. That's the people who need to vote. That's it right there.
Yeah.
15 mil? Mm-hmm. That sound like all the niggas playing Fortnite to me.
I got 10 of them on his.
Yeah, Kai got 10. You talking about we missing 15? Hey, John Neal on the line.
Oh, hey.
Man, what's up, John? What's up, man?
What's up?
He said not too much on Jordan, bro.
Right. Chill. He got all of them J's.
I got all them J's. This yellow-eyed cretin. I'm just saying, man. My man a little creepy. I'm just saying, man.
He old. Let it be old.
Nah, he didn't. He said that at 30.
Oh, well.
Republicans buy shoes too, nigga, as if capitalism is gonna save you. Keep thinking that. As if 300K gonna save your ass. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, sweetheart, you know what time it is. It's time for the burning question for the Roach. Burning question for the Roach. Yeah. Well, that was a good one. All right. We got our burning question today is brought to us by, as it will be all season, by Truthing by Randy B. It's time to have a conversation. Let me see the box, sweetheart. Oh.
All right.
Truthing by Randy B, my girl. Make sure y'all check that out wherever you check things out. Or just Amazon, of course. Randy B has a Truthing card question for us today. What we got?
Ooh. Let's see. Okay. Do you think things are better or worse for black children today than they were when you were a child, and how?
Do I think things are better or worse today than for black children than when I was a child?
Yeah.
The first thing that came to mind is school uniforms. School uniforms seem like that really sucks. School uniforms seem like you had a uniform?
Yeah.
Your whole life? Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Better or worse?
Well, not like pre-K, of course. You know, kindergarten through 12.
I never had to wear a uniform.
Wow.
So I'll use that as a metaphor to say that I feel like there are more constraints on children now. Do I think that's better or worse? In some cases, or in a lot of cases, it's better. But for most cases, and this is my non-parent, I don't know nothing about no babies having ass. The censorship of the modern child hurts them tremendously. Like, there are a lot of things that I feel like we try to keep away from kids and we try to hold away from children, but because they have infinite access to all information, what we're really doing is shielding them from our perspective on those hard topics. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know if that's for better or for worse. What was the question? Do they have it better?
Yeah, do you think it's better or worse for black children today?
I'd imagine it to be better. It'd be easier to tap into your cultural identity. True. There are more globalized examples of what you look like. Whereas when I was a child, let's see here. When I was a child, when I was coming up, especially in hip hop, Mos Def was a thing, for like an example. Mos Def was in the park when I was in high school, but I ain't never heard of that nigga. Mm-hmm. And wouldn't hear of that nigga until like junior year in college when somebody else told me about him and I got a more globalized perspective of hip hop. I imagine having that tap into that information is better. It does have its consequences, which goes back to a uniform. The consequences of that is if you go onto Howard's campus right now, all the kids look like the same. They all dress the same. They all talk the same. They're all talking about the same thing. Whereas when I was on campus, you could tell the Southern kids from the Northern kids, from the West Coast kids, from the kids from fucking Jacksonville. You could just tell how they were different. And so it is consequential in that way. But like as far as like being able to identify oneself, I think it would be better. And if I'm thinking about my childhood, the thing that I often had trouble with was, who the fuck am I? What am I a part of? Yeah. And so I guess you'd have an easier time doing that now. John says it's worse because ain't no recess. There has more of an effect on them than we think. They have limited human reaction. Ain't no recess.
No recess?
The fuck?
When they start that?
If that's the case, I changed my answer. Hell no. What the fuck you got no recess?
That's terrible.
You just in school?
Yeah, you need that.
Ugh.
What?
Mm-mm.
That's crazy.
What the comments got? All right, thank you, Randy B.
Drew says, I think it's worse. No Saturday morning cartoons. Oh, true. No Black history in school. Soon no Department of Education. Gun violence and more. With a sad face. Damn, yeah.
And I'm talking about uniforms. Oh, God. Yeah, these babies not even have no public school systems. Yeah. I'm sitting here talking about identifying oneself. They won't be identifying 1, 2, and 3.
They got to deal with cyberbullying and the internet and beauty standards and.
And they did ask for skin care products as 10-year-olds.
Right. Your skin not even developed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Akila says, worse, these babies don't know how to fall and dust themselves off. No outside play, exposure to everything, yet still know nothing. And then Detroit River says, my son has recess, but he's in elementary school.
Damn. John says some schools have it, but a lot of schools in Chicago, for example, have got rid of it. That's crazy.
Oh, nah.
That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. Shout out to them kids. They're the ones that really lost the election. Damn, that's crazy.
Right.
All right, y'all. We want to thank y'all for watching another episode of Wake and Make We BeMo. Yeah. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Come on over to the YouTube so you can get the full experience on your next view. We got to get them view hours up, all right? I got some clips out there. Make sure you share them. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out to my people. Let's talk about it. Make sure you go check them out on YouTube. Check out my man, Sir EU. Make sure you check out my man, Detroit Rivers, who we're going to leave you with when it comes to that Black Boy Joy. Washington and Former Bridge Network. Thank you.
Hold on tight, let this feeling slip away. Your city, yeah, happy feelings. Break a Beverly and Maine. Don't be amazed. Find yourself, learn your joys and pains. Live your voice and sing. The sounds of your heart. Don't you worry about a thing. And don't forget your lyrics. This is a reminder of joy every time you hear it. Just your birthright is joy. Smile, you can wear it contagious once you share it. Let love loose, don't fear it. It's that black boy joy.
Black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. One more time, get this black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. Where I was raised, black boys was being destroyed. I grew up a black boy, they had stole my joy. Nobody put on my neck, so I do it for Floyd. Do it for Tamir Rice and for the underemployed. For the ones that gave back, communicated, deployed. I wanna give you a rope so that you can aboard. I wanna give you a hope so that you can avoid having to be a black man without no black boy joy. So get this black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. One more time, get this black boy joy up on your brain. Let this black boy joy give you some game. Black boy joy get up again. And black boy joy through all the pain. And black boy joy say it again. For us, it's easier to go to jail than to go to college. Rather us be entertainers than be getting knowledge. They funded our own genocide. The word is power. Killing niggas in every song. I think it's coward. Easier to act tough when you in doubt because the world incriminates us. Cause we in down, are we afraid of our own kind? And it's really wild. I think they got us backwards, but I figured out it's easier to fit in than it is to stand out. So I'm Black Boy Joy when I'm cruising around. And I'm Black Boy Joy fresh hitting the town. And I'm Black Boy Joy dancing, cleaning the house. And I'm Black Boy Joy when I go for a hike. Been Black Boy Joy since I was riding a bike. My son Black Boy Joy, and that's crazy to me. I was miserable growing up, I really hated it, G. But the world is much bigger than I was able to see. So get this Black Boy Joy up on your brain. Get this Black Boy Joy, give you some game. Black Boy Joy, get up again. And Black Boy Joy, through all the pain. And Black Boy Joy, say it again one more time. Get this Black Boy Joy up on your brain. Get this Black Boy Joy, give you some game. Black Boy Joy, get up again. And Black Boy Joy, through all the pain. And Black Boy Joy, say it again. Smile.